and for whatever reason, wasn't letting anybody in. I was trying to try a new way, and that was not working. So, um, but here I am. So thank you so much for being here. This should always take maybe about 25 minutes of your time. And so today we're going to talk about real estate foreclosures. And my name is Pam Armistead. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me. Um, well, um, I'm a veteran real estate broker with over 25 years of real estate experience. Native to the Atlanta area, I'm a mother of two wonderful daughters. I'm the owner broker of Stonehaven Realty for the last 7 years, and I hold a real estate broker's license in the state of Alabama and Georgia. So, do you want to invest, but you don't have enough money? So we're just going to go over some of the ways that you can get into investing into foreclosures with little or no money. And we're just going to do like just surface talk because I can go down a rabbit hole. But if you have any questions, please raise your hand or chat it. And I can't see you on Facebook Live, but most definitely I can see you in chat if you're in the Zoom. Okay. So this is for you if you want to buy your first investment home. And these are your problems. You have little to no money. Your credit is bad. And you lack the strategies to build a real estate empire. So we're going to go over those problems that you might have and then get to the solutions. Okay, sounds good? Okay, so today I will show you how to buy a home with little to no money down and invest in real estate with bad credit, and show you 2 places you can go to purchase an investment home with little to no money down. Okay, so no money down, of course, of course you can purchase a home with no money down. So there are a lot of things out there, like, some people, they was like, no money down. I mean, that's just horrible. That's just going to be horrible. But just keep in mind our veterans who have served their country, their products are no money down. In addition to that, if you stay in certain areas that are outside of the metro area where you live at, and this is all over the country, including the U.S. territories, Puerto Rico, whatever, you can purchase a home with no money down using the USDA program. They also have on their website bank foreclosures on bidonhomes.com. You can go to that website, and they have a lot of properties over there that they're very inexpensive, guys. I mean, just check it out. You might have to sort through the other things that they might have, but I mean, you can actually you can actually do new construction, to be honest with you, if you're, outside of the metro Atlanta area. So for example, Bartow County, Meriwether County, some of those places, even down in some of the areas of Griffin, Georgia, here in the metro Atlanta area, those places, some areas service the USDA product, and there's no money down, and the interest rate is low as well. Okay. Another product that all of you guys have heard about is HUD. Okay. Well, do you realize HUD has a few programs there? So HUD, how a house becomes a HUD home, is because the house was a person went out, they purchased a home, they didn't keep up with the payments, and so HUD has what's called PMI insurance. I know I'm being too technical, but the PMI insurance covers the investors. So if you do default on your mortgage, the investor will get their money back, and then that particular property turns into a HUD home. So you're probably saying, well, okay, that's great, Pam. So how can I take advantage of buying a HUD foreclosure home? So basically, HUD in some areas have $100 down payment. Let me repeat that again. $100 down payment. So that means that you can purchase a home It could be, $300,000. And if it qualifies for the $100 down payment program, that's all that you're going to put down as far as your down payment. Now, that doesn't cover some other expenses, but this is a great program, especially if you're like a police officer, a teacher. If you buy properties in a certain area, then you can have them for 50% off the price of the property. I know, right? I know you're just like, oh my God. Now, the thing about HUD, they usually, for the first 2 weeks, and somebody can correct me, but usually first 2 weeks, they'll try to let, buyers, owner occupants try to purchase the property. Then after that, any investor can go in and purchase the property. Okay. Now, VA foreclosures, some people may not know this, but even if you're not a veteran, and if the property is a VA foreclosure, you can qualify for the VA funding for that, and you can purchase a VA foreclosure with no money down if it qualifies for it without being a veteran. Okay. And then also community banks. Community banks are all over the country. And even some of them, the big major banks. For the community banks, they have 100% financing programs where they'll give you 2.5%, 3% for towards your down payment. I know it's crazy, right? Even here in Georgia, we have the Georgia Dream Program, and we have down payment assistance programs as well. So after this video, I'll put, in the links in regards to that. Okay, so any questions in regards to these 4 areas here? Nope. Okay. Let me go to the next slide. Okay, so I kind of went over that. So I got between myself, I got before my side. So let's say that you have you have bad credit. Like, paying my credit is bad. It's really bad. No worries. There's, a few solutions that you can do in order to purchase a home if you have bad credit and you're trying to purchase a foreclosure. Now, if the property is in decent shape, like it's not tore up and the windows are not broken or anything like that, you have companies that will do a lease purchase program for you, and your credit score can be as low as 500. Most people, the credit scores, I think, start at 350. Most people credit scores around 500, 550, 580 typically, but you can purchase a property doing a lease purchase program, and they have systems in place to get your credit together so you can qualify to purchase a home. So that's one solution. There is another thing that you can do is called a REIT, REIT. This would be on the stock exchange that you can invest in a portfolio of real estate. So for example, you have and this trust, because it's a real estate trust, that's what it basically is. You won't personally own the property, but you will own a share of a collection of properties. So, for example, in the commercial arena, you have office buildings, commercial office buildings, and you can go on to the stock exchange, and they have different types. They have industrial, they got office space, they got residential, and you can invest by buying stocks. It's little small money. It's little to little or no money really. And you can purchase a few shares and just start purchasing every month some shares. And before you know it, you're making a return on your money, Also, there's a company called Pre-REO. Now that's definitely going down a rabbit hole, but there are the Pre-REO, and you can look it up. They're on Bid on Homes. Also, you can purchase what's called a note, and these are first mortgages. Okay, so in real estate, you have people who have the first mortgage, and some mortgage companies are the second mortgage and third mortgage. The most important person to be in line is the first mortgage. So you can purchase notes. If that person does not pay their mortgage, it turns into a foreclosure, and guess who gets paid? You. So I won't go into that whole thing with pre-REO. They actually have training on YouTube and on their website. So I would suggest go, look for that. Also, you can owner financing. Now, keep in mind, the VA foreclosures, that would be kind of similar to owner financing, but sometimes um, you have people who just don't want their house anymore. And instead of it going into foreclosure, they'll do some type of owner financing. Okay. All right. Any questions with that? Nope. Okay. So I'm going to tell you two strategies, okay, of building your real estate empire. All right. So when I was young in the real estate industry, my broker, she clued me into some things that I didn't even know at the time. Now, some things have changed, but some things are still the same. And one of those things is that, let's say that you want to purchase your first foreclosure property, so you'll have some equity in it. Okay, perfect. You could purchase that property with, FHA loan or conventional loan. And usually if you're an owner occupant, okay, that means that you can put a low down payment. And that down payment could be sometimes nothing. It could be 3%, it could be 5%, however the sales price might be. Okay. And you hold a property for a whole year. And what I recommend that you do, instead of doing single family, find you a duplex. A duplex is a property that has two units on each side. A triplex is a property that has three units, and a quadruplex is a property that has four units. So you could purchase, let's just say, for example, you purchase a duplex, okay? You stay on one side and your renter stays on the other side. The rent should be enough or almost enough on your renter to pay for your whole mortgage. Meanwhile, you're staying in there, saving up your money, fixing up your property, make sure it looks great. And then after a year, you can take the money that you saved and purchase another property. As long as your ratios are okay and you're going to be an owner occupant, guess what? You can purchase another property with a low down payment. And then you can take that property that's a duplex or quadruplex or whatever it may be and put a renter in there. Now you have a fully rental property. It's fully leased out. You're getting positive cash flow out of it, and you're in your new property. And you just can keep doing that over and over again, just like Monopoly. You just keep, buying properties and stuff until, bam, you have a portfolio of real estate. Okay, so any questions about that? Oh, quiet, quiet crowd out here. Okay, okay. So the second way that you can do is, let's just say that you have that property that you purchased as, owner occupant, and then after a whole year, you decide that you wanted to buy another property, or you may just want to stay in that property. So you can take that property, refinance it, get the cash out of it, and purchase another property with it. It is incredibly awesome. I've seen it done all the time. So those are two strategies that you can do in order to purchase property, build an empire, buy property with little to no money down. Okay, so I told you this was going to be a very, very short um, video, webinar. I just wanted to let you know that I am going to be having more classes in the future. So follow me on at the Real Estate Queen on Instagram. Also, YouTube, subscribe to my channel there, the Real Estate Queen underscore, and I'm sorry, the underscore Real Estate Queen on YouTube as well, or just search for my name, Pam Armistead, on there. And I will let you know when the next webinar. I'm going to have these every Friday. I'm kind of go between the agents and the regular consumers out there. But I hope that you guys have a great evening. I didn't want to keep you too long. I'm a woman of short words. But does anybody have any questions? Do you have any questions at all? Okay.
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. I think we finished right at, I think 8:30. I was trying to finish by 8:30. And I hope you guys have a blessed evening. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.